besieging me. While you wonder why I wander, know this: run I must. I would have stayed home if I could. Instead, each day the winds blow me farther from the dales and vales of Jameson's past, clan of clans, men among men, though truth be told, and here, dear reader, it will be told, and without ornament, our tartan is sold by the yard at Covent Garden to every shaver, every striver, every waster with twopence in his pocket, and a plan to marry a merry widow, with 10,000 a year and an estate in Derbyshire, with horses comely and tenants timely in their rents. Had I ever come across such a lady, let us call her the Widow Bountiful, I would have wooed her with sighs enough to heat a stone-cold bedchamber in the dead of winter. Perhaps she waits for me, my widow be, somewhere on the other side of this wretched sea. Hark, she pants for me. Oh no, 'tis only Gulliver, giant cur. As a man of both sense and sincerity, I admit freely, and with that same unsparing candour which you must henceforth expect of me, that I leave behind little but debt. 'Twould be an even greater sorrow to leave Edinburgh, that nursery of enlightened genius, did not each degree of longitude stretch the distance betwixt me and my creditors, to whom I owe so much gold and so little gratitude, the brothers McGreevy, with their Monday duns, Tuesday threats, and Wednesday bludgeons. Suffice to say, I sailed on a Thursday, a day too late, with the scars to show for it. Departed, the Sea Serpent, April 5th, 1764. Sterner men on stouter ships have crossed this vast and furious ocean, training their hopeful gaze upon the horizon. I, ever squeamish, scan only the depths, and see naught but gloom. I would blind myself, and spare you the sight, but I find, as ever, that I cannot close my painter's eye. Here the blue sloshes into green, and there grey, and just here, as I lean over the gunwales, lo, but the ocean becomes a rainbow of muck, a palette of putrefaction. The lurching, the to and fro are my twin tormentors, and the sea my sewer and my jailer. Wheel of fortune, pray turn. Let some young Bluebeard take the Sea Serpent as his prize. Let his pirates throw me overboard. Let them haul me neath the keel and drown me. Sweet Jesus, just get me off this ship. Captain Pumble, a bulge-eyed, blotchy frog of a man, hops about the deck uncloaked, even against the fearsome wind, as I, shivering, lean over the rails once again. He tells me that Boston will be temperate by the time we dock. "Art will be blooming in the city," croaks he, clapping me on the back, as jolly as if we were sat in a tavern instead of steering through a storm. "Ladies walking about without shawls, and a dandy and a Scots gent no less will be most welcome by the lasses. Or is it the gents you favour, Jameson? Between you and me, reader, this Pumble has not entirely earned my affection. At the moment, Captain, I managed to reply, I favour deep pockets and solid ground. It is customary at this point in a narrative of a gentleman's adventures in the world, be he knave or rogue, to offer a pedigree. So be it. The brown hound that whelped my Gulliver belonged to a butcher who cut meat for the Laird of Firth, a corpulent and stingy man, for I find that podginess and parsimony generally travel together, who claimed that his mastiffs were descended from the kennel of the Kubla Khan, brought west by Marco Polo and on down across the generations to the court of Henry VIII and his Bloody Mary, and thence to Scotland. In Firth, the laird fed his dogs better than most gentlemen feed their valets, but the old miser, too cheap to pay for the meat, instead gave the butcher his best bitch, her belly swollen with pups, who, once weaned, nearly ate the butcher out of his shop. Cheated and bested, he returned the litter to the laird. 'Twas then I came to town to paint a portrait of the laird and his favourite dog, a beast as big as himself, with teeth a sailor might scrimshaw. The subject would have defeated even my friend Gainsborough. My portrait, a study in Venetian red, caught the laird's greed in his ruddy cheeks, his bleary eyes.